recording?
I am recording.
Quick time recording?
Yep, got quick time recording. I got this.
What's the name?
It says over 24 hours. Y'all bullshit.
They need to update their site. All right, it's my skate night.
Yeah.
Something.
All right.
Last update.
Introduction.
Cool.
It's my skate night.
I know. All right, here we go. All right, so what up, y'all? It's my Skate Night podcast, episode number 2, coming live from the plantation, of course. So, yeah. I'm gonna let everybody intro. Oh, we got a special guest here, Jamison, aka the Unicorn. So we'll just go around the table, introduce ourselves, and again, I'm Travis. It's my skate night, and
this is Jamison in real life.
In real life, he actually exists, y'all.
Finally, it's Glenn.
Glenn Ford as he sip on his tea.
Yeah.
And this is Lawrence Moore, Happy Fisher.
Yeah, man. And shout out to our live studio audience we have today. If y'all can just make some noise in the background. Yeah, man, that sounds like we got a lot of people here, doesn't it? Yeah. I like that. I like this flow. Maybe we need to take this show on the road or something. All right, so let's get into it. We got, as we said last time, we're going to give you a couple of topics this episode. And, we're going to do our event review. Check out the cold-blooded skaters. Then we're going to go around to the road trips. And but before we get into all that, I gotta get something off my chest. We just gonna get into the. How can we get right into the confessionals here?
This is a good platform. Go for it.
Go for it. It's a good platform for the confessionals. All right, so I'm digging this podcast, and I thought I was doing the world a justice by creating what I thought was a dope DJ drop. You know, the ones that you hear on the radio that go under the music and stuff. That's exclusive DJ drop for It's My Skate Night. I went into the booth, aka my closet, and I went ham. I was in there for a good 30 minutes getting the right tones and inflections and all that stuff. And I presented to the fellas. Can we hear the drop?
Nah, you presented it to the wife first, and she told your ass.
No. I presented it to Lawrence first.
Oh, you said it?
Yeah, and then
you thought
the wife.
Lawrence ain't know what he was talking about. Then you said it to your wife.
Look, she was like, yeah, that's why.
Long story short, it got shot down.
And we go back to us.
And we're gonna throw it out there to y'all. What do y'all think? I mean, look, I got 0. I'm about 0 and 8 right now on whether or not this is hot fire.
Hot fire.
Drop it. Drop the.
It's not playing.
That's all good. I'll throw it in. But it went a little something like this.
You are now tuned into the It's My Skate Night podcast.
Oh, let me hit it again.
You are now tuned into the It's My Skate Night podcast. itsmyskatenight.com.
Yo, stop doing that.
Y'all can't see. I got like squinch up the throat a little bit to get that.
Veins popping out his head. Oh my goodness.
You know that E40 song? He was like, nope. Yup.
Oh man.
That's a nope.
So I got nopes. I want y'all to hear this. It's My Skate Night podcast. Let me know what y'all think. I love it. I mean, like I said, it was my first drop. I was excited. I threw it in the studios. I did a little reverb or whatever and presented it to everybody. And no Vaseline at all. They just said no, flat out. But I guess that's what make us gel, because we keep it real with each other. We keep it 100. We don't put it out there. And
We tell you it's whack because we love you.
Yeah, exactly. Or do you want to hurt my feelings? No, I was kidding. I'm a sensitive guy. So let's get in. Look at this. He spit his tea out. That's how whack it was.
There's a little bit of both. It's because we love you, but also because we do indeed want to hurt your feelings.
Yeah, we try hard to hurt our feelings here. We try our best to make sure we cry frequently. You know, it's cleansing of the soul. But anyway,
what's the topic?
Yeah,
All right,
let's go over the rundown again.
Yeah, let's go over the rundown again. Well, first of all, we into the Scenario Weekend. It's Baltimore, Maryland. So Scenario is one of the biggest skate jam that happens yearly around this time. 13 years, 10 years, 11 years in running?
Let's just go 10 years plus, just so we don't get the number wrong.
We'll round it down to 10. And it's 10 years running, and people from all over the country.
We have a note from our cue card saying that it's 17 years.
17 years. Oh, we got a cue card. Oh, we got the fact checkers in the background. Oh, we was way off. That's Lawrence. That's Lawrence. All his fault.
Let's just go with a lot of years, right?
Yeah, a long time. Like,
Right.
Yeah, babies have been made since then.
See, this is why we have a live studio audience. They can fact check us just like it's a presidential debate on cue. So yeah.
So scenario is normally the second weekend of December, and it's a full weekend-long event of roller skating here in Baltimore, Maryland. Anybody want to jump in here? What's any memories from your first or second or third or whatever
I got
scenario?
Scenario used to be at Towson at Skateland Orchard, and now it's not. And this is the first year. Is this the first year or the second year that it's not going to be there?
It's the second year.
It's the second year.
Second year.
I was so hurt that I didn't even make it to the last scenario last year because it wasn't at.
You were in like Europe.
I was gone, but still.
Gone. Like,
I didn't make the last one either. I was sick. I had the flu. It was terrible.
I was there.
He was there. Yeah.
I was there too.
How was it?
It was cool.
It was
Cool. What rank was it at?
It was at Sportsman's Hall up in next to the cows.
Yeah,
Next to the
I think
cow.
it's
Next to the cows.
Canada.
Yeah.
Canada, Baltimore.
Yeah. Why did they move it this year?
I don't really have a clue why they moved. How they choose their locations, but I'm sure it's beneficial to them as to why they change locations.
Right.
But this year it's at Shake and Bake, which is a local rink here in Baltimore. I feel like they have a good floor at Shake and Bake, so I can't imagine it being any less scenario-like.
Yeah.
For those that have been to scenario before.
Yeah. And if you haven't been to scenario, and actually if you're listening to this and haven't been to any one of the style skate type of jams, then just think of, like, again, a convention. There's no competition. There's no awards. It's a lot of people. It's so many people that the floor actually sweats. Like, literally, that's a thing. It's a thing. The floor sweats. Like,
How many people?
Oh, I don't know. If I could put a number on it, I would say...
You guys aren't good with figures.
I ain't good with figures. I might say like
5.
I thought he was just going to say a lot of people.
That was my cue. See,
I'm kind of excited this year that scenario is in Shake and Bake. Is at Shake and Bake. I feel like people get a real idea for Baltimore, the city. It being out in Towson, I try to tell people like Towson is very different from Baltimore
definitely.
City. It's a different vibe.
Yeah.
And then also with it being out in Sportsman Hall, it's a whole nother vibe.
Another vibe.
Lost in the backwoods.
Right. The only reason Sportsman Hall didn't bother me is because it's like kind of like a tradition. Like the host hotel is never near the skate rink. When you go to different cities, like Atlanta, North Carolina, you gotta drive for like 45 minutes, an hour to get to the rink.
Now we're returning the favor.
Right.
When normally when it was at Towson, it was a quick 5-minute drive. Nothing to sneeze at. But I think that one of the negatives about having it at Shake and Bake is there's no parking. After about 50 cars get in the lot, that's it. So,
and I'm gonna just throw this out there for the people who are the Wire fans. If you come to Shake and Bake, you might see a little bit of resemblance to the Wire. I'm not the down the rink, or the actual event.
It's a nice rink.
It's a very nice rink, a very nice event. In my opinion,
it's in the hood, y'all.
It's in the hood. Yeah. But we had this conversation the last time.
All rinks are in the hood.
Right.
So all rinks are in all good rinks that we consider good rinks, basically in the hood.
Which is a feat because they've been around for a very long time. Like considering all things, like for them to be in that location for that long.
1980.
Wow.
1980. And you know what? I have like a sense of...
I'm sure.
Fact checkers.
We were with those people from that like have the history of all skating everywhere. And they have the facts, and it really was
1980. Founded by Glenn Doherty, ex-Baltimore Colt football player. Built the rink by his bare hands.
True. It's actually
with a nail file and a
an old skate wheel.
and a skate key. But he's never skated in there.
Never. I ain't a skater though. But I ain't a skater though.
Wow, that's interesting.
That is interesting. I have like a sense of pride actually going there. Is, one thing I don't like to see, and this is, I guess, just me. Every time I pull up, you'll see just typical Baltimore stuff. People like to deposit trash in different places. And it's like I kind of want to go there and just sweep it up a little bit, just to just for company.
Right.
For, companies coming from you got people. Shout out to the West Coast, East Coast, Midwest, Canada. Who else might be coming? Germany. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's international yet, but a lot of people are coming from everywhere, from Florida to so a lot of people traveling here. Sometimes I'd like to get out there with a broom, but I mean. I'm not, but
I will say this: the front and the back, they're pretty well kept. Like it's kind of dark in the back in the back parking lot.
True,
but for the most part, it's pretty clean around surrounding
right,
like the facility.
So I mean, just getting into the actual inside the ring. Again, a lot of people are coming from all across the nation and things like that. I mean, who are some of your favorite skaters? And for the people who don't know these people, let's give a little bit of, I guess, location or give me a little bit of information about these people that I guess make them stand out to you guys in the skate world.
Past, present, future, what?
It could be either.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be either.
So that means old school skaters now, and then maybe the young skaters that you see coming.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, who do you think is like innovative? Who is like someone that would probably inspire you or inspire the skate world in general?
Yeah, give them the email where they can send their responses.
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop this email off, and it's if you have any questions, comments, anything like that about the shows, episodes, suggestions, we love to hear feedback and things like that. Hit us up at itsmyskatenight.com. Or you can just follow us on every social media platform available.
Right.
We're on Twitter, but we don't tweet. So yeah, at itsmyskatenight.com, or hashtag itsmyskatenight. So who gonna jump out the window first?
Let's talk about. Oh, we talking about cold-blooded skaters right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's do that. Nobody thought about these topics before.
Yeah. Well,
All right,
you know what it is? I'm just gonna give a shout out to the cold-blooded skaters that nobody don't really know their name.
Yeah,
but they
unsung heroes.
Yeah, but they real nice with it.
Right.
This is one guy. He's one of you guys might know his name.
Mm-hmm.
He's the only guy out there with inline skates, but he be getting it. He got.
Is he in New York, Jersey?
I don't know, but nobody don't know his name.
I don't know his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. He is mad dope. And for all you inline skaters out there, typically it's looked down upon in the skate rinks, at least in the style skating arena, that you got inline skates on. You're not in with the hip crowd.
Just don't come. They're like right up there with brownies for me.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. It's up there with Reynolds. It's up there with Reynolds.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna elaborate.
I mean, you get a pass you never get a pass. I take that back. I'm sorry. People just look at you funny. It's just what happens.
Right.
In a style skating community. Now,
right.
If you're an inline skater and you feel like you want to bring them inside, more power to you. Yeah. But
true.
Just don't co-sign it.
It's funny that you mentioned that. I went ice skating the other day, and basically I got all excited. Things were going well. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go get me some figure skates because I rock some Rydell's. I'm going to get some Rydell's.
Ice skating.
And
I haven't been there.
And somebody was like, nah, you can't rock figure skates because that's not cool. You got to get hockey skates. Yeah. So it's like.
So it's the same correlation from hot and ice. You know what? I guess the last time I've been ice skating was last year, and it's not to get off topic, but it is super different. Like I can't rock with it. I just.
It's not so bad.
I can't rock with it. I just can't. It hurt my ankles. It's cold. The mechanics of everything is crazy. It's crazy.
Anyway,
so yeah, back to topic.
Back to what we were talking.
So yeah, back to the cold-blooded skaters. I'm gonna just jump out the window and say a few. Just throw a couple names out there that I personally think that are really good. And I guess one of them would be Batman. They call him Batman from Chicago, I think. Mm-hmm. Josh. Shout out to Josh. What up, man? He's a trip. But I like his style. And one thing I really like, and when I'm looking at people skate in the middle, you know how you are, like, I guess a judge with scorecards and stuff like that. And there's different categories that you might want to judge somebody on. One of the things that I look at is like showmanship. And like, if you ever seen him skate, he is definitely a showman. Like who laughs at a skater while they like battling, like just doing some really crazy off the wall type things. So yeah, I mean that was one of them.
Somebody that's definitely on my top 5 lists as a skater his name is Stan I feel like he's out of New Jersey, but I see him down here in Baltimore a lot. This guy moves around the rink with such grace and is effortless. It's something to watch. Sometimes I just stop and watch him skate just because it's just pure entertainment from there. And it doesn't seem like he is even trying to be that dope when he's on the skating floor. And you know, something else about him, I feel like he's always willing to help somebody else learn how to skate or learn how to do a move. He's, you know, very personable, so I can always appreciate that from a fellow skater.
Right. Well, let's back up a little bit. What do you think is the criteria to be called like a great or good skater? I mean, a balance. Like, I mean, you know, do you stand up straight, do circles right?
I mean, I think it's
what are some of the criteria where, like, I think, say, like a new person would come in, don't know really much about skating, and they can immediately tell. I mean, obviously, there's this actual physical skill of them being able to do what they do, but like, what are some of your thoughts?
It goes further than that, and I feel like you have to have a certain level of skill before you can really appreciate the difficulty of certain things that people do. And I feel like if you are seen as a skate great, it's because you have mastered the basics. And basics, I mean like more complicated things that most people can do. Right. And you've brought your own flavor, you've brought your own new level to it. Because I'll go to a rink and I'll just watch. Right. And I'll see something somebody does where they're doing a spin, but they're on like one wheel on each foot. Right. And most people won't notice it. They'll just say, oh, it's cool, it's spinning. Yeah. True. You know, and you know, it's those little nuances of difficulty that they add to it that just make it over the top.
Yeah, and to add on to that, it's like only they could do it that particular way. Like people could try to imitate it or whatever, but it just doesn't translate in the same way. Or they could be doing like, you know, very basic, very similar move that everybody else does. Right. But it's just something about how they perform the move that that makes them stand out.
And another thing for me, I think being, I guess, personable. That's the word, right? I'm always going back and checking my words. I guess being approachable, like, you know, some people, you know, they got the skill, they're there, you know, they in the paint every time doing it 115%, but you know, yo, can you show me how to go backwards? You almost get punched in the face, like oh, my bad, I didn't mean to interrupt your flow. Like they in like crouching tiger, hidden dragon mindset, where it's just like, you know, and you know, every skater I think get in their zone where it's like, yo, I'm trying to get this move down, and that's you know, totally understandable, but I think there's an approach to like calmly rejecting somebody from just, you know, like, you know, so, you know, I think that can dissuade some people from approaching people to learn new things. Is you see a person that's so good that they become, I guess, an untouchable, you know what I mean? So, you know, I think that's another criteria. I mean, again, outside of having the actual abilities to do different skills and things like that. I don't think this is a criteria, but it helps that person might travel outside of their comfort zone. You know, I mean, this ties into what we talked about last week in like the purity of skate styles, which means, you know, essentially showcasing your work to as many people you can showcase it to, you know.
Do you feel like they have to be well versed in different styles, or can they just stick to one style? I mean, they'll be just as great.
I think you can stick to just one style and be just as great. I mean, versatility. Yeah, there's no whole. Why are you raising your hand? I know we got a studio audience and it's different, but we raise it.
I really believe that the best skaters always have a little bit of all of the different styles. And even if they stick to like a specific style, they kind of draw from, because it's only natural, right?
I was going to say, it's I mean, to master a style, I mean, you know, you can haphazardly do a lot of things, but to have one style master and say that's your thing, you know, I can say that's his thing and he can teach somebody that well. He can do a class on that. He can do a master class on it. But naturally, because he's got that skate flow down already, like, you know, everything else follow suit. I'm sure he can like pick up everything else pretty easily. But
yeah, maybe not. But the other thing is it's really subjective. Like what you identify might be very different from what the next person does.
That is true.
When it comes to like what they see is great.
That's true.
So being able to master a particular style, like you mentioned in the last podcast, like somebody who had the purity of snapping, he masters that style, and that's what made him, you know, stand out to you and be inspiring.
Right.
Something I want to make sure I mention when it comes to that is also a skater's swag. Like, sometimes it's not even about knowing all the moves, but it's about the finesse you put into it and the personality you bring, and the making it look easy and bringing the personality to what you're doing. That makes all the difference too.
Yeah.
That's going to segue into my one of my, I guess, cold-blooded skaters, one of the skaters that I look up to, and I think the ladies don't get enough.
I was just going to say that, attention.
My homie Jessica Akuma.
Oh yeah,
so nasty, and it's crazy because you talk about that being
from Florida, right?
Shut up. You know, wow.
I would just start naming states at this point.
No, yes.
Alabama?
Oh my God.
Arkansas?
On the floor with her skate moves going around in the circle. Oh my word. Okay.
Yeah, so I believe I just flubbed on her state.
Yeah, you better just keep going.
I can keep going. I'm in Italy right now, so
Anyway, like I was saying, she back to her, talking about being personable. Like I feel like I learned a lot of things from her, just like her, like basically sitting down, talking to me about skating, or taking time out of her skate set to be like, okay, this is what you're doing, this is what you could be doing. And she's very direct, like, okay, I see you doing this, but can you go in this direction? So it really helped me become better.
That's one thing. Like, just, sometimes I practice my skate moves. It's just like working out. Like, if you go in the gym every time and just work one arm, you will have a big-ass arm. And the other one is so limp and just not feeling. It's crazy. So I guess you could kind of put that into context of skating, because for me, it's so difficult to go, I think, left with the, like, when I'm doing, like, my little crossover, like, in a circle type of skating.
This segment ain't about you, man.
It's not.
I know it's not about me, but
back to these cold-blooded
skaters. I'm sorry.
So I agree.
Before Jamison goes on, he's been looking for the last 30 minutes.
I was going to say that.
Put his person's name on Facebook.
This dude is on Facebook.
So now you can be quiet about your strong arm, because now I got my cold-blooded skater.
He was doing research on this person. This better be good, man. I'm like, this dude checked out of the whole podcast. First of all, he's a unicorn. Nobody even knows he's here yet. Silent partner in the background.
I had to like get the name out there. I couldn't just say, yo, this young cat is dope.
Gotcha.
I wanted to be able to say exactly who I was talking about.
All right.
Okay, who is it?
And
drum roll, please.
Drum roll.
All that. Shamar Cunningham.
Okay.
And he's a young cat.
He doesn't exist.
But is he dope?
Like he's dope.
Why is he dope?
I spent the last 5 minutes looking for him because
sounds pretty obscure.
Yeah, you kick rocks. But back to the dopeness of this skater. He's fire, and he's fire because this. Back to what I was saying about the fact that he.
This cat. Yeah.
Be quiet. I'm talking.
Oh yeah. Sorry, we passing around the dude's picture.
He's bringing this thing. What is this? Let the man speak.
Speak, brothers.
His skill set is
Let the man speak. No interruptions. I mean, he spent 25 minutes.
Now I'm not gonna see y'all for the next 5 years because of stuff like this.
He spent the last 25 minutes researching this guy. We gonna just keep interrupting. Let him do his thesis. Go ahead. Statement.
His ability is so far beyond what I've seen in a ring, and he does what he does with such ease.
Right.
And if you ask him to teach you a move, he'll be like, all right, and then do it, and it's impossible to emulate. Legit, and only some of the most skilled skaters can interact with him and actually go back and forth with him. But he's so humble about it. And
That's
it's like, you know, he's such a humble cat, you know, pleasant with everybody. He skates in at Millennium. And it's literally like watching a spectacle when you watch him skate, because his normal moves are impressive. Just him messing around and not in the center is impressive to watch. But when he goes in, it's a sight to behold. And he's he's underrated because y'all know who he is. So I had to like.
No, I know who he is. I just didn't. I didn't know him by name.
No space.
I don't know nobody's name.
Right.
I thought we lost it.
We talked about that last episode.
Right. Clearly, I didn't know his name either.
Right.
And I bang with him. So he's dope. You're dope if you listen or when you're listening.
You listen to this, you're dope.
Yeah.
Shout outs to what's his name? Shamar. There you go. Cool.
I'm curious to hear like what people's like routines are, like how do they practice? You know what I'm saying? Like what? Maybe that's something for another.
Yeah, chime in. Like hit us up. It's itsmyskatenight@gmail.com. Let us know some of your dope skaters. Give them a shout out. You know, there's plenty people that obviously we're not gonna sit here and just go through a list of names, but that are really good at what they do and deserve that recognition, I believe. And but yeah, man, I think definitely they I'm sorry, I'm stalling.
Any other
he took my notes.
Right. Well, while you stall, Black Fox is dope too.
Black Fox.
Joe B is dope too.
Joe B, Premier.
I don't got a million other names. I can think of people. Brandon Young is dope too. It's a bunch of cats like further down south that I know who they are, but I don't know their names. Y'all dope too.
True. You gotta write in. Write in. Let us know.
I think Emmanuel, his name. Where is he from?
I don't know where he's from.
I don't know.
It's a bunch of cats in the Midwest
that are dope.
Who like do amazing crap and like pair skate where they like throw one guy to the roof and hangs on the chandeliers, comes back down in the split, and it's all in slow motion.
Finish him.
Y'all dope too. And they're always rocking orange fatigues. Dope. I think Kansas or something like that. They dope too.
Rolling Wheels in Memphis. That's what they call.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I noticed that.
Orange fatigues.
Yeah.
That's the uniform, man. Yeah. So yeah, man. All right. So a lot of people are coming here, as we mentioned, from Baltimore from all these different spots. So let's just go ahead and get into this topic of road trips.
Yeah.
What do you guys do to prepare for road trips? How do you select your road trip partners and the staying, where you guys stay, the arrangements? How's all that stuff go down for you guys? We definitely like to hear that and some of your, horror stories, because there's a lot of horror stories out there where you go with a silent partner and they don't pitch in on yet. They just there.
So what goes into the road trip? What do you have to do? How do you decide how you getting there? Who's driving what? Like who we riding with? Like let's get down to the nitty gritty. Like
right.
Traveling to skate trips, there are hours away.
Yeah. What's the furthest I drove to a skate trip? I don't even know. What's the furthest that have you drove?
Huh? Alabama. Or was it Ohio?
I think Alabama. Ohio is definitely closer. Alabama is one of those. That's when everybody get attitudes like, man, this trip isn't ending.
Right. So for us, we travel a lot together. We've done so. I don't know how many years we've been traveling to skate events together, but we definitely have some stories. And probably our furthest road trip has been to Huntsville, Alabama from Baltimore, which is 11 plus hours. It took us 16, 17 hours one time. Somebody want to chime in on that story?
Yeah.
Well, obviously, No, I don't, because I actually wasn't there. I flew.
This fool flew.
I flew.
He flew like a little biatch. But meanwhile, while he's having the time, he's chilling.
Yeah, I'm on first class.
4-hour flight. I
think I had a martini on the plane too. So it was pretty good too.
So myself.
Wait, I didn't fly there. There's no airports in Huntsville, Alabama. That's the reason why everybody.
This is really expensive.
Oh yeah. That was the private jet. My bad. Go ahead.
Anyway,
$1.
So we decided we go ahead and drive, and I swear this was like one of the misadventures of my life because we got caught up in a situation where there was no gas anywhere. There was we ran out of gas.
Right.
And we were taking the
how did y'all run out of gas?
We were taking the mothership. We were in the mothership.
Oh,
and so
the gauge didn't work with them?
The mothership was code name for the mom van.
It was a tight van, though.
It was a tight van. It rolled smooth as hell.
Right.
But it was a dope van, but it looked like a spaceship.
It's the typical soccer mom van.
Nah.
Minivan.
Whatever. If it's a minivan, it's a soccer mom van.
You hear Glenn defending it because it was his mom's van.
No, it wasn't no mom van.
It was nice.
My mother not no Bubba. My mother not no Bubba.
So get personal with it.
So we end up avoiding like a 15-hour delay from one road to run out of gas and end up at a gas station that didn't have no gas because they had a power outage.
Yep.
Like we spent like 3-4 hours in this damn gas station with nothing but hillbillies and truckers. Until somebody, I think his name was Jeb, gave us a gallon of gas off his big rig for us to get out of there. Because otherwise we'd have spent our whole skate weekend
was like
at this random gas station. Deliverance out there. You got squirrel like a pig. Anyway.
So y'all was just chilling there.
Hold on, be quiet. You're not allowed to talk. You're not allowed to talk.
Just right on your little pad.
So 17, 18 hours later, we get to the event, have to go set up immediately because everybody's hounding us to like start vending. And we all pissed. We all got attitudes. And we set up, start doing this, and Travis walks in. Dum-da-dum. Hey, guys. Hey, what's up?
That was Atlanta, man. That wasn't no damn Hunter.
No, Sundsville. Really? And so he comes in, and somebody, because you know, the portrayal of It's My Skate Night is Travis Johnson is everybody. So we get to the gym. We got attitudes. He want to be all happy and smiling about life. And so we have attitudes, and somebody's like, you better watch out. Travis will fire you.
What? No, nobody say that. Cut that out.
I swear, that person that said that almost got Travis tripped. just to make the point, like.
So with that said, it's very important to have good travel companions.
Well, hold on. No. We can't just eat.
No. Okay.
We didn't kill Travis. He's still here.
Yeah, you're here. You're living.
Okay.
I'm just to the point of the road trip. I mean, it's very important to pick quality travel companions.
That's true.
So even though if you get stuck in a 17-hour snowstorm at a gas station with a gallon of gas from Jeb to get from to the next gas station to get a full tank of gas, you know, it's important to keep your wits about yourself.
Right.
So, but if you riding with somebody you can't stand,
true,
then you really have a problem.
Wow.
So, skating notwithstanding, you know, you wanna have a good time.
So I remember that actually. I remember coming in talking to Lawrence like, "Yo, what's up, man?" He didn't give me a high five, handshake, and I was like, "Fellas, guys,
we was hungry, cold, tired.
Like, how's vending going?" Anybody? So yeah, I definitely got the cold shoulder on for not sharing in that excruciating experience. So for that, I do not apologize.
So I guess it's definitely important to like test the waters and like for a closer skate trip or more local skate trip before you go out on a longer excursion. You can't go from meeting somebody at the rink high five to a 16-hour drive.
That's not true because that's how we did it in Ohio.
Actually, that was our first.
That last podcast, I ain't know Travis at all.
Nope,
I didn't even know his name until like an hour into the road trip.
I met the dude in the back seat, like
you just waiting for somebody to say his name,
right?
So you
exactly, like because I said hi to him a lot. He already explained to you we say hi to each other.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't know Travis from a hole in the ground. I just knew he skated.
Right. That was my first skate experience. I mean, I'm not gonna go through the whole thing again, but I do remember Jay-Z just dropped his album, and that's all. Every time I hear "Forever Young," "Forever Young," I'm on the road trip to Ohio. That put me back in my, you know, that definitely put me back in that. Yeah, we didn't know each other.
You talk about divvying up the expenses beforehand, or do you wait till you get there? Like how does that work?
So this is our feng shui. This is how we rock and roll. And I mean, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. First, we do a little bit of research. We check out the mileage and see how long it's going to take, gas, tolls. I mean, there are websites for this, guys. If this is new to you, then yeah, there are websites you can go. I got a, X, Y, and Z car, model, year, whatever, and then put all that stuff in, and it'll tell you exactly how much or around about a number where the gas come in. Dang, our studio, we are losing our audience over here. They over here sleep. No, sleep. I guess
we are recording at 1 o'clock in the morning.
We are, yeah, true. Right before we go skating at Scenario. But anyway, so you go in there, put your stuff in the calculator, and as soon as we get in the car, you got the money for gas, split it up, and we'll figure out how much the hotel costs, split between how many people and how many, how much the rental is, and that's that. I think that is probably by far one of the biggest stress removers out of the skate trip scenario, where someone may not be interested in paying their share, and so yeah.
Right, so I guess the key is adequate planning.
Adequate planning is definitely key. I'm not the best planner. I'm gonna just throw that on the table. To this day, I don't know pretty much anything about Scenario's like agenda, and we went through this conversation yesterday on an impromptu random street link up with Lawrence and Glenn. Like, I find myself heavily relying on information from Lawrence.
I second that.
I heard that.
Lawrence planned these events out like years in advance. He got his black book of traveling.
Hey, what time is the sunrise? I don't know.
Right, sunrise. He's packing fishing equipment. Right. He's like the equipment. Right. He's like got the old sage wisdom on like traveling. Like from hostels to the comfort of hotels. Right. He's big on
hostel in a minute.
Yeah, man. He's big on skate the hotel rental. I was in Detroit. He's like, oh, we gonna complain about this. We might get a free room. They still doing construction. They ain't sit us up in another room. Oh no. So yeah.
Let's talk about Cracker Barrel.
Oh, that's like a tradition, Cracker Barrel.
Talk about it. Speak on it.
Yeah, speak on that.
So
brother.
For whatever reason, Lawrence always knows where the Cracker Barrels are, but it's just been a tradition. Like every time we're on the road, we end up going to a Cracker Barrel. One of y'all want to explain what Cracker Barrel is for the people who don't know?
I think is Cracker Barrel national? I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to assume everybody know what a Cracker Barrel is.
It's a restaurant.
It's a restaurant. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's a restaurant. They sell pancakes.
I was actually trying to think of a clever joke right there, but it fell between the ears.
It looks like it sounds actually.
Yeah. It does look like it's that. Well,
a lot of old school
memorabilia. You got a lot of rocking chairs and
good home
style traditional breakfast
eggs and bacon kind of.
Yeah, true.
But it's a good spot. I mean, that's kind of our standard meetup spot or stopping point to get food. I mean, and when everybody gets hungry, everybody's like, Cracker Barrel.
Even if we got to drive another 15 miles away,
another direction.
Right, to get to it. Yep.
And we just passed it 6 miles ago.
Turn it around. Yep.
Just getting back on the vein of road trips. That's one thing about traveling. Like, just all the conversations and things that ensue from, like, just these trips alone. Like, you just get mad stories. And we'd like to hear your story. Just hit us up at itsmyskatenight.com. itsmyskatenight.com. I'm going to drop that a couple times in there. Hit us up on itsmyskatenight Gmail. Like, we really do want to hear some of your stories. Maybe we'll share them out. Oh, shout out to, can we bring his name up? The guy who left a review. Anyway, we got a review from our first review. I think we need like a special sound effect for that. But we got our first review, and it was pretty dope. It was like unwrapping a little Christmas present early. I went to my email. He was so thoughtful, or she, I think it was a he, and wrote out a good chunk of paragraph. So I want to make sure I get his name in here so we can definitely shout him out. But it was, we'd like to hear your feedback.
Jeremy Lewis,
thank you, my brother, with that contribution and your ratings and showing us a little bit of love. We definitely like that. So yeah, man, definitely.
Was Skate Night created on a road trip? Or was it created somewhere else?
Probably most of the episodes, contents from the videos, definitely from road trips, conversations on road trips.
Yeah.
Particularly on the way back.
Right.
Yeah.
Trips.
Right.
Were we like partially delirious?
Yeah, partially delirious.
We have a
you
lot
have
of
a story-
content from
got
the
a
stuff
story
that
to
we
tell.
saw, over the
You'll have a lot of stories.
over the weekend.
So most of our content, y'all, come from stuff that we see at skate jams. I mean, that's why I think it's, what it's successful as it is, because a lot of people can relate to what we talk about in our videos. And, just seeing that play out on the screen in our own exaggerated way is just really cool thing to see. We definitely going to try to get more of those going someday when the stars align and we're all in one place at one time. But, it's something that we all put together on these road trips. I got a road trip story. Go gather around, kids. All right, so as we all know, may not know, from the last episode, I met my wife, who was actually in the background, knocked out sleep right now. So we got to be quiet, very quiet.
She won't pretend she sleeps.
She pretend she woke up real fast on that. Hold up, how much we about to give away?
She gonna correct the story.
She about to fact check real quick.
You better get it right.
You better get it right.
I'm better in Atlanta.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. 2015. What? Hold on now. These facts and numbers ain't right.
Well, just keep it pretty vague.
I'll keep it vague at the moment. We don't want to put too much out there. No, but seriously, we met 2010 in Huntsville, Alabama, and she was my instant skate crush. Can we get yeah, I'm gonna soften the blow real quick. So now I saw her and she was skating super smooth. And this is back when I thought I was gonna just be a professional skate. Yeah, put the music in. Got glitter in the background singing. Da, da. Hearts and Cupid, people, naked, booty, angel. What? That's what Cupid is, like a naked guy flying around. Okay, man. It's really easy for me to go off track. If you throw something out there, I'm gonna act on it. That's just, that's the life of somebody with ADD. Anyway, so back to my story. So yeah, she's skating all smooth and going her merry way, not paying me any mind at all. And so I was trying to be a little skate photographer, up in my, leveling up my photography skills. I was kind of being
a creep.
Yes. Remember that guy we was talking about? I think that was me.
We have a fact check head nod from the wife. Yes.
Yeah, head nod from the wife. Okay. So this is an exclusive. And so she wasn't paying me no play. Like, you can't see me taking a picture every time you skate around this ring. I'm taking a picture of you. Like, so I did the one thing I can think of doing. I hop out. No, I didn't trip her. Come to think of it, I should have. So, that would have been how them in the love stories, you accidentally clip somebody, make them knock over their books or something, I think that probably would have been an equivalent in the skate world.
Book together slow.
All right.
Yeah,
right. We both go to the hospital together.
It's a different.
I think it might be a little different with the skate world. But anyway, so I'd hop out in the skate floor in front of her, skating backwards, taking her picture.
That's pretty.
That's really creepy.
That's pretty extreme.
When I'm saying it out loud, that's pretty extreme and creepy. But I had no idea what to do. So she turned around like, who is this dude taking pictures of me? Later I go on to find out that she thought I was just like the flyest dressed dude there. She was looking, eyeballing me and just, I was just a dapper Don and all this other stuff. And she's laughing. But it is true. So, at least in my head. So anyway, I take the picture a couple times. And then later on that night, I try to work up the courage to talk to her. You don't talk to skate crushers. You just don't.
That's right.
You look at them, they skate good. You might take a picture or two and just...
If you're a creep.
Oh, is that creep life? Oh, is that just me? That's just me? I'm scratching my head. So later on that night, I approached her hesitantly because rejection is a killer, and I got a little bit of skating in with a couple skatings, which I'm horrible at. And, I just, at the time, she didn't know me. So I was just saying, it's a new style. It's a new style I'm learning. So I blamed it on that. It's new. It's new. It's a new style. Y'all St. Louis skaters skate with that swagger.
This right here.
Yeah, man. That's what is this? Couple skates? What? I've never done this before.
That's funny.
So,
all right, so y'all got a new tactic, right? If you can't skate, that well,
Yeah.
but you skating with a girl from another city, you can just say like, "This is how we skate."
This is how we skate. And my thing was we skate on the wrong beat. I say that every time.
We skate on the 2 and the 3.7.
Yeah, and
y'all
you got
on the 1. It's okay.
It's okay.
Just lay your head back.
Lay your head back. Lay your head back. Oh no, we didn't go as far as backpacking at all. No. I don't think backpacking was invented, at least in the slang terminology.
Right.
But anyway, so I'm gonna try to shorten this up. Anyway, did that. Then at the end of the night, after we skated and stuff, she's getting her stuff in it. And this is like, I think it might have been, this was the last night we was there. And I was like, I'm never going to see this person again, probably. So let me try to talk to her, give her my number, whatever. So as I'm thinking of what to say, my legs are slowly getting me closer to her, and I get to her, and I'm like, what you doing afterwards? You want to roll to IHOP? A couple of friends of mine, we going to IHOP. Your crew, meet our crew, we at IHOP, whatever. And
we could be friends.
We all could be friends. We could talk. Yeah, I hit it with the puffy line. Yeah, I mean the biggie line. So, but the thing is, I never told these guys we was going to IHOP. Like it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. It was 5 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's dead tired. Probably not even. They were so tired they probably wasn't even hungry at this point. And I'm just like, guys, we gotta go to IHOP. We gotta go to IHOP. So we go to IHOP and we there, and I got her number. I'm texting her. I'm texting. I got that nervous trying to play, talk to the friends and stuff like that. Is she coming? She coming. She texts me back. Didn't text me back yet. I'm like, yo, what's going on? I guess she gave me the wrong number. Like, hey, that's messed up. I'm never taking to my skate crush again. This is why you don't talk to him. Turns out she was rocking with like, what was it, Cricket or like Boost Mobile 0.0. She had the she didn't have any more minutes. It was a flip phone. Like she had to recharge it or something. I think she went to like one of those cash places to recharge it in the hood. Oh my God. And so
those check cash.
Yeah, exactly. She found the nearest hood to cash that joint in. And so it turns out, I just said, let me go ahead and get this girl a call. Maybe she don't got good service, which she didn't, because, she only get 2 bars in 2G mode. So I called her, and she was like, I ain't getting none of your text messages. Where y'all at? And we was at IHOP, and then she came, and we all enjoyed it. We actually had a great time. There was a little bit of hair in the food here. I ate food anyway because I was starving. And, we had good conversation, good time, and all that stuff. Took a couple pictures. And when I got in the car, this was kind of embarrassing. And the fellas, this is just one of the things that I guess my group of friends do here.
Oh, I remember this part. Go ahead.
I get in the car after my third goodbye. And they put me out the car, locked the doors, pull the car in front of their car so they couldn't leave. I think it was her and Keisha, Laundry and Keisha. Pulling, they said, "We not leaving until you go say goodbye again," or something to that effect. And I'm like, what? Like they wanted me to seal the deal because they saw it on my face. Like I was blushing. I was in the car twirling my hair. I don't even think I had much hair at the time. Like I'm like twiddling my fingers. Like I'm in love. Oh my God! What a feeling! What a feeling! It's so alive.
He actually did say he was in love.
Yeah, he did say he felt alive. Yes, all these things.
I didn't. Oh shoot! What the
Oh,
okay. I'm about to say, we still record. We had a little technical scare there. The computer went into sleep mode. Even the computer falling asleep on us. But anyway, yeah. So I didn't say I was in love actually. But I walk up to the car door. I knock on the window. They like looking kind of reserved. It took maybe a couple seconds to roll the window down. I didn't know what was going down. So everybody clutching purses, and I'm like, okay. I stumbled over my words so badly. I don't even remember what I said. I think I said something to the effect of, travel home. Although we had this conversation literally 2 seconds ago. Travel home safely. The typical, I see y'all later. I'll give you a call when I get home type deal. The conversation we literally just had, but they made me do it again to make sure. Got
to put the stamp on it.
Got to put the stamp on the deal.
And it worked.
It worked.
See,
it worked.
Had you not went back to the car.
Had I not went back to the car, she probably would have drove off into the sunset, and that would have been that, and I would have been pissed. So yeah, that's a skate story that I can share with you guys. And again, let us know what you guys have skate story wise, we'd be interested in hearing them and sharing them on the air. As
James,
is.
you wanted to jump in?
Well, I was going to say, this is why you have to pick your skate road trip partners
wisely.
Yeah.
Because they can make or break
They can make or break you. See now,
they can ruin your life.
What if we would have been jerks and just be like, nah, we're not going to IHOP?
See, exactly. See, they took one for the team. They had no interest in being IHOP. One is allergic to IHOP. Like
This whole car scene that he just described, that was like 7 a.m. Like the sun was coming up.
Out.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Was out.
After like 6 hours of skating, non-stop.
Literally, yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, so yeah, you don't want the jerks in your circle. I mean, you can be a jerk to a certain extent because I thought that was a jerk move what they pulled on me.
You're welcome.
I've never
Have some respect.
have some respect. Well, I've never. So but you definitely don't want to have somebody that's just like mooching or trying to put you in situations that are dangerous.
Right.
I mean, there's been some issues where people was got into like straight up fist fights. I mean,
Fist fights.
You know what? Let me go
Police
to this. Police trouble. DWIs. No, man, you good? You go ahead and drive back to the hotel. I'm about to highlight this girl right quick. They like can't. Yeah. No bail money. No nothing. You get in some trouble. You're gonna be hanging out there because they don't care. They just don't care.
What's next on the
Moving right along.
That was my skate story, though. I'm just saying.
No, that was a good story.
You gotta be legit with the people you roll with. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, so we have skate trip disaster with the ice storm in Alabama. We got wife.
I'm saying, I'm co-signing on that like I was actually there.
Yeah, like he was there.
Right.
And then we have Travis's story about how he met his wife.
Yeah.
Do we have any skate confessionals tonight?
Skate confession.
Or this morning? Skate night confessions. We're gonna move into the skate night confession segment of the show.
I need to start thinking a little bit closely about these now because I don't have many confessions. I steal the soap at the hotel.
I can jump in here on the skate night confessional tip.
Okay, here we go.
So
gather around.
Temple Hills, Maryland, or DC, that skating rink. At one point it closed, and I heard through the grapevine. Actually, you know who it was who told me that they closed and this happened? Ricky. We talked about him last episode. So I'm skating at Shake and Bake one night, and Ricky comes up. No, it wasn't Ricky. Never mind. It was somebody else.
This guy.
It was somebody else. It wasn't Ricky.
It wasn't anyone else.
It was somebody else.
Making this up now.
He comes up to me and says, y'all just got these boots from Temple Hills, the skating rink, and they just closed. They're throwing all their stuff out of the back, and it's all in the outside in the dumpster. So I'm like, I need some new skate boots. So I take it upon myself to drive from Shake and Bake after the session down to DC. Wow. Down to DC, 45-minute drive, people.
Desperate trials, man. Desperate measures.
And if you've ever been to Temple Hills, it's in the hood.
Right.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So,
of course.
It's in like a shopping complex area, big parking lot, and if you go in the back, they have dumpsters, but it looks like a dark alley at night, of course.
Think weave shops.
Yeah. So I go
weave shops, liquor stores.
Oh my God. Okay.
I'm stereotyping
stereotypical hood stuff. Okay.
So I'm by myself. I drive down this dark alley to the back of the skating rink that is now defunct, closed, shut down, and I'm scavenging for skate equipment
in the dumpster at night.
So in the hood,
next to the weave shop.
Next to the weave shop.
I didn't say I was proud of this moment. I'm just saying it's a skate night confession.
Okay,
all right. So all this laughter and giggling and cackling.
Oh yeah. We supposed to be fathers here. I'm sorry, my bad. Go ahead, let it out.
So I go and I'm looking for a nice high boot. I'm a JB skater at this time, looking for a high boot. I'm finding like size on one left foot that's a size 6 and a right foot that's a size 9. I can't find a matching pair. I found it came up on some Van Thing wheels, but that's about it.
Wow.
I was scared out of my mind, people, but the love,
as you should,
the love of skating kept me going.
As you should.
Searching through these, it was like shopping carts full of stuff, just like pushed into the back loading dock area.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, don't tell anybody I told you this story, but it happened. And then like 3 months later, the skating rink opened back up.
You can't go back. Are those our wheels?
Has our name on them.
I know that boot. I know that boot.
So that happened real life in the world.
Wow.
So
that's crazy.
And remember, all of you viewers, don't tell anybody.
Don't tell nobody.
He told you this.
Lawrence is skating around with stolen boots.
And to all of you non-skaters, this might sound a little extreme, but it sounds pretty normal to me. I think I would do the same thing if I.
Yeah. I mean, honestly speaking, when our home rink Orchard closed, poured out for Orchard, RIP. I was hoping that like I see some wood planks in the dumpster, like I can go and refurbish some planks into some type of weird art project that would probably never get done. But still, it would have been cool to see some of that stuff repurposed instead of just like shutting up shop and.
Whatever happened to Orchard? Did they?
It turned into a Sky Zone or something crazy.
Sky Zone?
You know, one of those little bouncy places, trampolines everywhere.
Yeah, we should go there.
Is that for real? Or are you just making stuff?
No, for real, seriously.
Really?
Really, it's on. We got a
That's
website.
sad, but it kind of makes sense because the place is making money right now.
Yeah,
Remember we had to drive all the way out to where was it? Like
my God.
to Pennsylvania almost.
Yeah, like northern Pennsylvania.
Was crazy. That was a crazy dumb ride, and that was our birthdays.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, our birthdays is coming up next week, but that's beside the point.
That's another story.
Yeah, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, man, this was pretty good. This was pretty good. So you've learned a little bit more about me and my skate crush that I was talking about last time, and yeah.
What we had time about?
Man, why y'all always checking the time?
Just curious.
57 minutes.
It's
and
okay.
It's 57 minutes.
That's cool. I'm just
58 minutes.
I'm just checking
our live studio audience. I don't know if they go make it.
Shout out to our live studio audience here. They can give us a little clap. They okay. All right. Yeah. I forced them to clap. They did it reluctantly. Can we get an applaud sign in here so I can just hit the applaud sign or something like that? It is. Oh, by the way, everybody had winter coats on in here because, again, we're on the plantation and
it's cold.
We had to turn off the firewood thing over there because it was making too much noise.
I'll give you guys a visual. Imagine Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah.
We're in that setting right now.
It's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, I feel like
that's why you live in this setting. Like we're in like I swear, Glenn. I already figured he was different.
Yeah,
but I understand now. This man's a vampire.
Oh,
he
man.
lives that life.
Glenn, stand in front of that mirror right quick.
When you said Interview with a Vampire, I immediately thought Vampire in Brooklyn. I don't know if it's just because it came.
Not the same.
That's not the same at all. Not at all.
But Angela Bassett was just in the movie that we just came to see. Came from watching.
Shot right.
And I don't know if that. I don't know. Anyway.
But yeah, man.
Brought it together.
Yeah. But that's too fun. That's our location. That's a wrap. That's a wrap for this episode. Appreciate you listening. Definitely again tune in to It's My Skate Night on iTunes. And for everyone who can't figure out how to work iTunes, download the app and search for us. Check us out on SoundCloud. We'll put it out there on that. Also, hit us up at It's My Skate Night, all one word, on any of the social media platforms, even Twitter, even though we don't tweet.
We don't tweet.
We don't tweet. Bird's still in the cage. Maybe we'll feed it one day. And, Instagram, Facebook, all that other stuff. So any sage wisdom, parting words from anyone?
Let's go get it in. I'm excited.
Yeah, we're excited to skate, man. We about to get in. We're literally about to leave. What time is this? Like
1:24.
1:24 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
We're early to the skate event.
Yeah, we're early to the event. That's crazy.
Yeah, we're pretty early to the event.
So put that on the checklist, like something to talk about.
Oh yeah,
skate culture.
Oh yeah, skate culture in general. I mean, yeah, that's a good one. I think we can lead off with coming into skate culture. It's like working a night shift basically. You just don't know day from night. It's crazy. But yeah, we'll get into that now in the next episode. And it's been a pleasure. And shout out to Jamison for coming down coming down. I can get a couple claps, 2 snaps from coming down from Jersey. It's definitely a pleasure to seeing my good brother again. We really don't all get into one room at a time that often.
But what I'll say is,